I see your comments. I see you asking where I am at and why I'm not posting YouTube videos like I said I would. Well, you know what? I've been sad. Remember how I had goals in the beginning of the year? Remember that 2020 Bujo journal video that I put together? Unknowingly setting myself up for like complete failure? We're fine. Everyone's fine. You guys understand, because everybody's been sad, right? Instead, I'm gonna show you a shame of mine. Look at what I've done. Look at I have a problem. I would like Paletteful to sponsor me. And apparently the way that I think I should do that is by just buying months and months and months of their subscription service and not opening those on video. It hasn't been working. Let's pick one of these at random, open up, and make something with it. And that'll be the first video back, because I've been agonizing over what my first video should be back on this channel, and you know what? Stop agonizing and start making stuff. Because this is my first video back, I've decided to grab the lightest that I can discern Paletteful pack. Garrus is with me today, too, as always. He'll be with me for a little while, and then I'm gonna put him to bed because it's 8:40 p.m. and this is past your bedtime, girl. Did I say Paletteful? Please tell me I haven't said Paletteful this whole time. If I've said Paletteful this whole time, I might have said Paletteful. So real quick, let me just say Paletteful a bunch of times so I can splice it back into when I said Printful by accident. Paletteful. Oh no. Oh, can I pick a different one? Garrus, you gotta go to bed because the screaming and also chalk. Oh, bud, come here. Okay, let's look at this again. If this is chalk pastel, I'm gonna be so sad. Chalk pastel. Paletteful. No. Oh, Beth, you're gonna come back to YouTube in a big way. You're gonna have a nice, cool video and everyone's gonna like it. First thing I open up is my least favorite artistic medium that exists. Oh, I dislike pastel crayons so much that the word pastel and pastel colors, I don't want to use them. Come here. Get out here. He's perfectly shaped to the box, so I can't get it out. Come on. You bitch. You can see my veins. Ugh. Seriously? There we go. I got it. Pastel. All right. This is what we working with. Rembrandt, self-pastel. You don't want me to read this to you. You want me to draw. 80-pound pastel paper. Multiple different colored pastel papers. Stumps and tortillons. A pencil sharpener. Rembrandt soft pastels. Carbothello pastel pencils in a variety of colors. I don't like messy mediums. And pastels are the most, like, I gotta tie my hair back and I don't have enough hair to tie back. Last time I did this was a video I never actually edited and put out. Wow, Beth, I have a secret video. I have a secret palette video. The reason why there's only 2, 4, 5. The reason why there's only 5, I did it again. The reason why there's only 5 Paletteful boxes here is because there were 6, and I opened one, and I made a piece of art, and I actually really like it. Spoilers for the video I'm going to release. It was another material that I'm not a big fan of, because it's messy. But I'm not gonna talk about that because we're here. We're living in the moment, Beth. We're not living in the past. This is so many blender sticks. I own one of these because you know how many of these I need? Yeah. Let's get them out. Hello. Oh, guys, look inside the box. Do you see? It's all colorful and messy inside the box. For science. Is there like a special way for me to use this neatly, please? Oh, it's got tips. Paletteful paper's got tips. Can I read this to you? It says, using pastels We get it. Pastels are not always everyone's favorite, but we urge you to experiment with the medium. Maybe you're more comfortable with paint than pastels. Pastels are actually very similar to painting mediums and can be approached in a similar way. Like with paint, pastels can be layered over previous applications. Pastel colors can easily be blended, and instead of mixing colors on a palette, the mixing takes place on your paper. Yeah, where no one likes to mix paint. I don't need to explain this to you. You're smart. You get it. Unless you're not, in which case let me show you. Maybe I'll just work on the white. No. Let's live moss. I'm gonna pull a little brown pad out. And we're gonna work on him. He needs some work. I need some work. We all are gonna work together. And so here's another thing that I really don't like about pastels. Texture! Babies. Babies. I am an anime bitch. I love flat colors. I love super flat. I like to work with ink washes, hot press papers. Don't give me texture. Don't give me this. Do you see this? This stresses me out. See all the little tiny holes? I want to fill those in. It's like I manage a golf course. And I don't like gophers. I like the holes that you're supposed to put there. Like the golfing holes, but it's like the gopher holes. Those are the ones I want to fill in. I should have picked a different metaphor. You know what else is really lovely? This comes in like a sponge. And I don't actually find that to be lovely. I find that very distressing. Oh, guys. It's just like elementary school. There's nothing different about pastels. Maybe in tandem with other mediums. Maybe they're fun when you're working with acrylic paint and you want to get a little bit of texture in there. Or maybe if you're Lee Ellickson and like she's really good at using textury pastels. So I'm just gonna kind of channel her energies. My fingies already have the powder. Look at that. Oh, it's miserable. Who wants that? Look at this. Do you see the powder? That's terrible. I don't like it. All right. Let's make something cool. Paletteful, sponsor me. We're gonna do my go-to. My go-to when it comes to just like sketching for funsies. A lady and some leaves. I always like to draw ladies and leaves when it comes to testing out materials. Vibin', chillin', acting all cool, relaxing, beatboxing. How do I go about this? I don't have a pencil. And the other YouTubers, when they get a Paletteful pack, they only use the things that are in the pack. Do I only use the things in the pack, or do I allow myself the freedom of being an adult? So I've used a Cool Erase pencil and a kneadable eraser to lay in just a lady who I'm gonna put a mess on. I think I'm gonna keep this whole thing pretty warm. Maybe that's a mistake because I'm not really dealing with warm pencils here. We got blues and greens and those are cool tones. So, but I'm gonna do what I want, and that's to keep things warm. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my little pastel here and just start putzing. I'm just gonna start putzing around. I wanna lay in some values to start here. Get my roly dinguses out. These may be in frame. This is feeling very art school to me, which I actually like a lot. I'm a working artist, and oftentimes what happens when you figure it out and start working for yourself, or for other people, is that you kind of fall into the same routines over and over and over again. And it's just like everything you do, it's the same medium and the same choices and mistakes, and the art that you make is all very samey. And so having the opportunity to take a tool that I never use and putz around with it without any real consequence, because you guys won't get mad at me. No one here's gonna be like, Beth, bad artist, not gonna watch her video anymore. If you're not into my content, get out of here. There's so many other things on YouTube that you can enjoy. So why did I say that? Because this is a safe space. I can make mistakes here. There isn't gonna be a client disappointed in the choices that I make. Which I'm really appreciating right now, because woo! This looks bad! How do we fix? Do we need to fix? We're not gonna fix, we're just gonna do what the tips said. They said layer on the paper. Remember, when we're working like this, we have to work differently than we're used to, that's all. This is just very, very different. Not bad. Nothing's bad. Nothing's really actually bad when it comes to mark making on a piece of paper. It's just different. And you know what? By the end of this, I might be like so deeply in love with what we created. I don't know. I'm adding yellow. I'm keeping this all warm tones, right? So you'd think that adding yellow to these browns and oranges and reds would be safe, but we're starting to get a little bit green. I think I saved it with this orange color though. And look at my fingies, giving it a chance. I haven't given up yet. Can you see the woman? Do you see the woman? I swear I looked into the dirty pond and I saw a woman. Where am I gonna put blue? I wish I'd gotten a brown. Like a sepia tone. And this is not, these were not made for each other. All right, I'm gonna get my head in here, and when I come back up, things will be better. Oh no, it's not better. This feels inappropriate. I feel like I'm making a... I might not be able to post this video. Who likes this? Not me. If this is your jam, cool. Not me. I just can't go anywhere with it. I can like lay some truth down and then there's no conversation. It's just facts. This is just where we are. I'm gonna go down again and hopefully this time it'll actually improve things. Ugh. I don't want to blow on the piece because if I blow on it then all of the powdered pastel just gets all over my desk and then I have to clean more than just myself. So I just gotta, I suppose, smear it in. It's such a mess. Paletteful knew too. Paletteful, them bitches coming over here and being like, we get it. We get it. Artists hate this shit. But we got it on discount this month, so maybe it's a good thing. If I want Paletteful to sponsor me, maybe it's a really good thing that this is the first of the Paletteful videos that I'm releasing, because they're not gonna see this. They're not gonna see the first one. I'm not gonna put this one in the playlist. Oops, 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 oops. That's my show. Oops, 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 oops. That's the premise. Oopsie poopsie. Oh, fuck no. This is the thing, man. If you're gonna give me, man, if you're gonna give me such powdery materials, give me a kneaded eraser at least so I can fix my mistakes. Thank goodness that I have one. Also, layering my asshole. Look at this. If I can lift it this easily, then that's not layers. Get in here for the lips. This beauty. This gorgeous woman's gonna get some gorgeous lips. Look at those. She looks like a cat. I really am trying. I think you can tell. I think you can tell that I really, really am trying. Excuse me as I tap my art off. Ah! Oops. I'm so bitter right now because this is kind of cool. What's happening is suddenly appealing to me, and I'm so mad about it. To Pastel's credit, there is something to be said about the texture that it gives you. Very, very difficult thing to replicate with really any other medium, in my opinion. Because I'll give it to you. This is interesting. I don't know that it's good. It's interesting.
Around the corner, I thought I'd seen you. Thought you were looking for me. I thought I'd reached you. I belong in some other feature, someone who reached him. You love to leave me, and I can't get out of this distress. It circles in my mind, and everything is just a mess, but I am doing fine.
Look at my hands. Look at both sides of my hands. It's not just the palms. It's not just the tips. It's the backs. Look at my workspace. This is disgusting. I don't want to touch anything. Whoa, wee, wowie, zowie. So this is looking all right. I honestly did not expect to be as pleased by this as I am. That said, I'm not like showing anyone this piece. What a bad time I have with pastels. I worked really, really, really hard to get this to look as it does. And I truly don't feel like any of the things that I achieved here are unachievable with other mediums that I much, much prefer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cover up my like swatch stuff over here. I'm gonna kind of take back what I said about how pastels don't layer. That's not entirely true. See, okay, let me show you, right? So I did all of that swashing with every single color, and then when I take my fingies over here and I smudge them around on this piece of paper, I'm able to make those swatches go away, and the more I work it, the more away it will go. It's not because this is good at layering. I will say, the yellow and the white are my favorite parts. Like, look at this. This yellow goes on top of stuff in a really pleasing way. You don't normally get opaque yellows in much any mediums, really. I'll give credit where credit's due. It was fun to take this yellow and apply this yellow in places to see what it did with other colors and lifts other colors and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. I don't want to do it anymore, but I do think it's pretty cool. Never say never. Maybe I'll decide to start using these in a way that makes sense for my workflow. I don't know if I will. One thing, I think my purple's a dud. My purple's real hard, and when I tried to use it, it just kind of felt like I was throwing rocks on the page. Like, for instance, if I take this blue, right, and I go like this with the blue, I get a swatch. Whereas with my purple, I think my purple's a dud. Rembrandt would never break it apart. Yeah, I'm not really getting any pigment off that. I think this one's purple stick might be going in the trash, but the rest of them are working fine. And I was able to get this little piece out of it. It's super not my jam. I would far rather achieve this with literally any other medium. I've already said that. I've already showed you my fingers. There's not much more to say here. Thank you, Paletteful, for being a service that I paid for. Maybe one day I can show you off for free, and I promise to be the exact same, because integrity is important. She has a hat on. I don't know if that's clear. it's just so much work. And it takes a long time to make good artwork in the first place. And having to wrestle my medium, look at the fingertips. Like I've got greasy, gross little inky fingertips on the bottom of this. How do pastel artists do it? If you're a pastel artist, I commend you. This is not for me. I feel like my fingers are dry and cracking. Not for me. Thanks for watching my video. I'm done.